Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessing, salutation to the elect of the nation of Israel. To you I say Shalom. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. The New Living Translation says, but evil people and impostors will flourish. They will deceive others and will themselves be deceived. All right, so you have a lot of evil, wicked men out here, okay, with seducing spirits, waxing worse and worse, okay, deceiving others, and they themselves are being deceived, okay? False prophets out here preaching false doctrine, being wicked, all right? Those that once was of the faith and decided to leave, well, guess what? They have demons on them. More demons are on them. A complete number of demons are on them and evil spirits. And they may come up with these false doctrines, and they will preach and teach a false doctrine to deceive others, even though themselves are being deceived. And so that's what we see. People waxing worse and worse, evil men and seducers, right? Seducers, it says, a wailer, a howler, a juggler, enchanter, a deceiver, imposter. Go to the Strongs, it says, a wizard, muttering spells. You see that? If you preaching a false doctrine, you're going off. You have evil spirits on you. If you're not teaching the 100% truth, well, guess what? You have evil spirits upon you. Muttering spells. Yeah, these people are rebellious. The scriptures say rebellion is as, let me try to find it real quick. First Samuel chapter 15 verse 23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of Yahweh, he hath also rejected thee from being king. Right? The Lord had rejected King Saul. He was rebellious. And these false teachers, false prophets, amongst the circumcision and not amongst the circumcision, they're rebellious. Oh, they're stubborn. They're teaching a wayward false doctrine, a strange philosophy. That's a sin. Okay? In 2 Timothy 3, Verse 13, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Verse 14, but continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. Right, so we supposed to continue in the things which we have learned. Okay, those that was once amongst us, they're not amongst us no more. And you would think they would continue to teach the proper doctrine, but you have a lot of people that's going off when they leave off from, you know, from their teachers. They become reprobate. This is verse 14 in the New Living Translation. But you must remain faithful to the things you have been taught. You know they are true, for you know who can trust those who taught you. And we learn from the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. So we're supposed to continue in the doctrine. We're supposed to continue in the apostles' doctrine. But not all men continue in the apostles' doctrine. So these people are waxing worse and worse. This is 2 Timothy 4, verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. So you have a lot of people not continuing in the doctrine of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. You're gonna have true prophets and false prophets. That's the balance. Because the Lord Yahweh deals with balance. Verse 3 in the NLT says, for a time is coming when people will no longer listen to sound and wholesome teaching. They will follow their own desires and will look for teachers who will tell them whatever their itching ears want to hear. They're just trying to hear everything that's suitable for them, that make them feel good. Going to the word itching ears, it says desirous of hearing something pleasant. Right. They want to hear something that's going to fit their emotions, to fit their narrative. Okay. Why? Because they're rebellious. And also they have not the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua. And the Lord is going to cut off all false prophets. The end game for these false prophets is destruction. This is Titus chapter 1, verse 10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake. Unruly and vain talkers and deceivers. These people have deceiving spirits on them. And those that know they're Israelites, okay? These pseudo-Israelite camps, they don't have the 100% truth. The New Living Translation says, for there are many rebellious people who engage in useless talk and deceive others. This is especially true of those who insist on circumcision for salvation. They must be silenced because they are turning whole families away from the truth by their false teaching and they do it only for money, right? For the love of money is the root of all evil. These people, these false teachers are selling out for money. So they're willing to teach a false doctrine to heap up disciples to themselves because they want to be that guy, and they do it only for money. That's why you have sellouts. Okay? People sold out for the bag. Different individuals sold out for the money because they don't care about the flock. They don't care about Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai's sheep. So they must be silenced. That because they are turning whole families away from the truth. That's why we must continue in the apostles' doctrine, continue in the things we have learned. Be sure on where we learned them from, and continue in the doctrine of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. So with that, all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Rakak Wadash Shalom.